Well, ladies and gentlemen. I know y'all probably wondering, like, this is an impromptu thing we got going on here. Hey, Mike, was you expecting this? Because I wasn't either. But,
Nope. Hell no, I wasn't. I ain't gonna lie to you.
well, anyway, we gonna call this combo with the six man. It's your boy Kstylz, the six man, and over here to stage left today is Mad Mike Sports. As you see, the name says right there, the mad
Uh,
scientist.
I probably changed myself to Steph Jr. That's probably what I'm gonna say. Call me Steph Curry Jr. since we're talking about a little bit of basketball today. Not lemon
Oh,
pepper Lou. I want to be Steph Jr.
you want to be Step Junior today?
Yep. I'm fit
Uh,
shooting them bitches. Three
okay,
quarter court, half
oh,
court, 3 quarter,
okay,
goddamn.
okay. So my name today is gonna be not Bruno Fernando. So
No, we don't need that, but we don't need. Nope.
so so basically, we got a couple people in here right now. We got Quint Brown and ATM 3405. Um,
Mm,
Ethan Elton jumped in this thing. So, Mike, how we doing on a Saturday?
uh, hey, I typically be chilling on Saturday, but I'm doing good, bro. I'm good. I'm
Hey,
good.
hey, that's how we do it. Hey, sometimes you gotta get some stuff off your chest, man. This is what we do here. And like you
Hmm.
said, y'all make sure y'all follow. Make sure y'all follow Atlanta Falcon Nation as well. If you haven't,
Absolutely. Almost at 1K.
almost there. We need about
Almost there.
60 of
Yes, sir.
y'all. And I know most of y'all done follow Mad Mike already, so I ain't gotta say that. I ain't gotta say that there. I know most of y'all mad
Hmm.
scientist apprentices, as they call them. But let's go ahead and jump into the first topic we got here is basically
Hmm.
we've seen what's happened with. Oh, wait a minute, you already got a $5 super chat.
Oh,
We're going to hit that first.
man, already. Jesus Christ.
God damn, Joe. Joe Houston says it was reported that Atlanta talked to the 49ers, so why didn't we take the deal?
Because they got a better deal. They went up to three. We have the forfeit. It's really that damn simple. You
Exactly.
can't match the trade with somebody just because somebody else got a better deal. That's not how it works. You can't void a trade like on Madden, bro. Like we can't void trade. We can't call up San Francisco and say, you know what, man, I don't think y'all should take this deal. That's not how the shit works. They got a better deal and they hopped over us. So Shanahan screwed our ass again. He fucked us over with Javon Kinlaw last year, and they fucked us up by going ahead of us to quote unquote get a quarterback that we allegedly wanted. That's what a lot. Well, that's what all the Matt Ryan had to say. That's their philosophy. I just said, look, they have no choice. Kyle Shanahan, this is his last year to really get this shit together because if he end up blowing another lead in playoffs or he doesn't perform well, they don't perform well, I don't think he'll be a head coach much longer, man.
Get booted right out of San Francisco.
I mean, his offenses ain't did shit. His offense ain't done a damn thing. He ran the ball well, but it passing, it goes right back to shit. It went right back to shit, like we said before. Everybody was
Right.
talking about he made Matt Ryan and all that type of shit, but you see what that Jimmy G can't stay healthy, just like RG3 couldn't stay healthy. Like everything that man touched, especially a quarterback, goes absolutely straight into the crapper.
So basically that's going to lead to the actually you actually hit right to where this first question was going to be as far as the moves that the Falcons made in free agency. Like, what do you think that tells on what they could possibly do for this first pick in this draft? Because now we have a curveball going on here with San Francisco picking ahead of us. So it is really making it very interesting or how San Francisco is going to attack this?
Well, honestly, there's no telling what they're gonna do. We can sit up here and talk about them getting a quarterback, but I don't trust Kyle Shanahan. Like, especially last year, like they didn't need a damn defensive tackle, but this motherfucker went out and got a defensive tackle any damn way, and he was the best player on the board at the time. And Kyle Shanahan is an offensive guy. George Little, hold on, is it George Little or George Kittle? I always get that messed up.
You talking about George Kittle?
Yeah, okay. I don't know why I always get that mixed up, but I already have a tight end now, and yeah, he's powerful. Yeah, he's athletic, but he's had some injury issues. And you got Kyle Pitts, who's just an absolute. The dude is just a damn Calvin Johnson clone. Let's just be real. That's what he is. He's a Calvin Johnson clone. He doesn't necessarily have that deep speed that you want, despite him running a 4.4. His like when he playing on the field, he doesn't run like a 4.4 guy. He plays big. He doesn't necessarily run like that in game. So you can run a 4.4 with pass off, but when you put them damn pass on, not everybody run a damn 4.4. So I don't necessarily think he's off the board. He get a hold of Kyle Pitts, man. That dude, like San Francisco, could be a problem if they find a quarterback. But I don't think you give up 2 first-round picks, future first-round picks, to go up and draft a Kyle Pitts. You're getting a quarterback. And I think he's about to pretty much put an end to his career because he's about to draft a guy that we all know that couldn't beat our Jake from Georgia. So good luck with that.
So what you're saying is it's possibly going to be 3 quarterbacks within the first 3 picks.
I don't see why. I don't see why because I don't like any other quarterbacks. I don't really like Sunshine like that. All he does, in my opinion, yeah, he's athletic. I think he's gifted in that aspect. He's more consistent than any of these quarterbacks in the draft. So it's like he's far beyond any of the quarterbacks. His accuracy in the middle of the field, he's had issues his sophomore year. And even some of his sophomore year and his junior year, he had inconsistencies with his accuracy. So like even he has some things he needs to work on. But he's far beyond better than anybody. It's like I don't like, you already know we've sat down and look at the film on these guys. Like I don't really like any of these quarterbacks, to be real.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, you're going to be taking a gamble with either quarterback. I'm going to get some of the comments that we see in here right now. Like I said, we had Chris Dunlap, Tony Wright, Don Lovato joining us. Mr. Leadon hopped in here. Like I said, Tony Wright got one right here. He was like, our 4th pick just became hotter. There are 3 teams who want to trade up to 4 to draft a receiver. There's a possibility. And he also said something about said Kyle Shanahan fell in love with Trey Lance and how his tape and how his workouts went. But to be honest with you, you ain't taking no Trey Lance at 3.
You'll be a damn fool. You'll be a damn fool.
Trey Lance at 3.
Nah, bro. I'm taking Justin Fields over Trey Lance. Like I'm like Justin don't have a lot of experience, but he got more experience than Trey Lance. And Trey Lance played against pretty much nobody. And he ran that Cam Newton offense. All that was quarterback draws and deep shots down the field. So it's like I don't trust like I said, I don't trust any of these quarterbacks. If I was forced to trust anybody, it's Trevor Lawrence. Trevor Lawrence is the guy. Like he's far more consistent than anybody in this draft. Like that's a no-brainer. I don't think anybody in this draft wants some common sense, right? We got some idiots out here like damn Mike Dicker who traded the whole damn draft for Ricky Williams.
And they put him in a wedding dress afterwards.
That motherfucker had a weird dress after. Come on, bro. But I don't think we got too many idiots in the NFL right now. Like I said, you never know, man. You never know. A lot of these teams just fall in love with players and they give up their whole draft. And you see with the 49ers that they pretty much giving up their future. They give up the present just to go up to the number 3 spot for quarterbacks. I don't think of that damn good. I wouldn't say necessarily not that good, but like these are project quarterbacks. I mean, Justin Fields is just Justin Fields. Yeah, he throw a pretty deep ball. Yeah, he has athleticism. Yeah, he's big. But outside of that, like the dude lost, like he had problems with Northwestern. We're talking about Northwestern, dog. North freaking Western.
Right.
And that's a problem for me. I don't give a damn who. Like that team wasn't very good, and you struggled against them. And then he pretty much got smoked by Alabama, and that was that defense in Alabama wasn't a very good. It wasn't the typical Alabama defense, and you couldn't. They pretty much manhandled you and that offensive line there. So it's too many question marks, man. These quarterbacks in this draft.
So out of all the quarterbacks, I'm surprised you didn't say anything about Matt Jones. I know his name been real silent here leading up to this now. I guess because he don't bring the quote athleticism that everybody likes. So it's pretty much a prototypical pocket quarterback. Let's see what else kind of comments we got coming in here. We got more people starting to pile up in here. Don Lovato says Trey Lance reminds him of Patrick Mahomes.
Nah, bro, don't disrespect Patrick Mahomes like that. Hell no. Don't disrespect greatness like that. That man ain't real games. How? Like how in the hell he remind you of Patrick Mahomes? Like seriously. Let me know. I want to know.
That's an interesting take on that.
Why? Because he can throw deep balls. Like, man, they got to get out of this deep ball and run fast phase. We're in a deep ball, run first phase. Everybody want to see a deep pass. Nobody want to see accuracy. Nobody want to see the quarterback have the ability to get their team out of certain spots. And I'm talking about audible and things of that nature. Like, nobody want to see that type of stuff. We want cerebral quarterbacks.
You gotta remember those are the born quarterbacks. You can't
because they both light skin.
Wait,
wow. I like that one.
Wait,
because they both light skin.
What the hell, bro? Oh man, you already coming with the jokes now. I'm about to say, boy, everybody better start coming with them. This motherfucker said they light skin. I don't see it yet. Like I said, right now it's more Cam Newton to me than anything, just based on the offense that they ran at North Dakota State. So, like you said, you haven't really seen him in really a air raid offense because they don't run the air raid. It's like you say, it's quarterback draws, quarterback powers, deep shots down the field. But now,
go to that Mr. Lee real quick. Go to that Mr. Lee comment. Deep ball is everything in the NFL.
The deep ball is everything in the NFL.
Have you ever seen this guy Peyton Manning play the game? Peyton Manning was not very good at throwing deep balls. You ever heard of this guy in the NFC South? He played for this team called the New Orleans Saints. You ever heard of those two guys? Those guys didn't have big arms, and they are 1-2 in the history of the game when it comes down to passing yards. They are 1-2, and they didn't have big-time arms. Matt Ryan is another one that didn't have a big arms, and he's at 50,000 yards plus in 13 seasons. And that's like that he just surpassed Peyton Manning for that. So deep ball isn't everything in the NFL. I mean, you look at Jamarcus Russell, Ryan Leaf, all those guys had big arms. Cam Newton had a big arm, and all them motherfuckers out of the league. So deep ball is not everything in the NFL.
Now the deep, like I said, the deep ball is just like the home run. That's all it is. It's the home run. We love them, but if that was the case, there'll be about 25, 30 deep balls thrown every game.
Every game, right?
So, like I said, it's give or take. So, like I said, I kind of have to disagree with that. Because, like you said, Mahomes go. So let me ask questions. So, deep ball. So who would you, and Mike? And this is my question to you, and this is to everybody else in the chat. Who would you consider the top 5 best deep ball throwers in the NFL right now?
I don't think it's close when it comes to number one.
Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers.
Aaron Rodgers, them dudes are 1A and 1A. I don't think you can separate either one of those guys. Like, both of those dudes, they can throw the ball in some odd ass. Like, this dude could be running in a damn circle, and then next thing you know, he got them just Aaron Rodgers throw that bitch 80 yards in the air on target for a touchdown. Like, Aaron Rodgers and Patrick Mahomes, they can do some amazing things with the ball. So I think they're 1A and 1A. 1B, in my opinion, is that one's a hard one.
I'm talking about consistently. I'm not talking about every now. Can you think of it?
I can't really outside of those two. It's like hard. It's hard to say that. It's hard. Quarterback from Arizona, man, that man barely 5 feet tall. Hell, he don't know deep balls. He good, but he like that's the reason why they went out and got AJ, because he's not that great of a quarterback. You don't put all those slow ass receivers. You don't put all those receivers on one team if he was that good of a quarterback. That man trying to put everybody look. They got AJ. They got them. What's his name? Even on that throw where Hopkins, that shit was. Like, that shit was underthrown. Like, even that was underthrown. He didn't even throw that one that good. So he don't have a big time. Kyler Murray never had a big arm.
Oh, you talking about the throw that made the Jordan brand $30 million after that throw?
Yeah, he barely made it. That pass was barely there. It barely got to the end zone. That barely got to the end zone. Like, he doesn't have a big arm. He's a good player. He's a great quarterback, but he doesn't have a big arm. I'm talking about big arms. Like, those are the two that come to mind if you ask me. I'm talking about consistency. Consistently throw those deep balls like that. Ben Roethlisberger is another one I think has a big time arm. I think he, even though his accuracy is
that motherfucker can't throw out of a wet bag now.
Right. He have his moments. I definitely say that. But him having that elbow surgery, that pretty much killed his career, and it pretty much killed his arm. So Ben Roethlisberger was one of those guys. Like, now, I don't think there's a second or third. Like, it's just Aaron Rodgers, Patrick Mahomes, and everybody else.
Yeah. If you base it on the percentages, you have to look at the percent. Like you said, you have to look at the percentages on how many deep balls are thrown each game.
Yeah.
Because like I said, it's on average that what's considered a deep ball. When we talking about deep ball, we ain't talking about 15 yards. That's intermediate. When we
Mm-hmm.
talk about deep ball, we talking about 30 plus. And like you
Yeah,
said,
that's 30 plus. Mm-hmm.
most offenses are not dialing up 30 plus throws of yard balls going down the field 30 yards or more.
You may get five. You may get five a game, and that's on average. You may get five deep balls on average a game. So it's like that's why I say it's Patrick Mahomes, Aaron Rodgers, because they deliberately dial up deep balls because they can consistently make those throws. And I don't think there's like quarterbacks in the league that can consistently throw the ball as well as they do. It's Patrick Mahomes, Aaron Rodgers, and everybody else.
Hmm. I just found a statistic here.
Oh,
Before I get to this statistic, let's go ahead. We're gonna shout some more folks out and get some of these comments. I see Jarvis Williams then hopped in the building. Like I said, what's going on, homie?
what's up?
He said they got him moving to St. Louis. Now I just moved back home to the GA.
Oh man, he's a military guy, so man, we did. Oh man, be careful out there, man. I know how St. Louis.
YMOF Jamal, what's going on, homie? We got Speed Falcon for life. Stone
Ethan,
Decatur, this thing. So a lot of people saying Russell Wilson and Josh Allen. Like I said, they definitely got some strong arms. The Stone Decatur said James
consistent. Like I'm talking about consistently.
Yeah.
Like Russell Wilson can throw, but it's not consistent. Just because you got a big arm doesn't mean you're very good at it. Throwing deep. Like, everybody can throw the ball deep in the NFL. That is not a question. It's whether or not you're actually throwing accurately on point every single time. Those dudes barely miss anything. When you talk about Patrick Mahomes and Aaron Rodgers, they don't miss a damn thing. It's like they are consistent with their throws.
Right.
With the time, we're talking about timing. So like I said, you got guys like Josh Allen, Russell Wilson. Y'all talking about like what you're talking about with deep balls is probably different from what I'm saying. I'm talking about consistency. Y'all probably just talking about the arm strength. I don't give a damn about no arm strength. That shit don't matter to me. Timing is everything with the deep passes.
Right.
And like I said, I don't think Aaron Rodgers run backwards, 15, 20 yards backwards, and then launch that bitch, and they be on the money. And that's Patrick Mahomes, too. So like it's Patrick Mahomes, Aaron Rodgers, and everybody else. Everybody can throw deep, but they can't throw it consistently accurate.
Right. So, yeah, because if I'm looking at numbers here, the average quarterback throwing deep balls is like for the whole season is like 75 ish on average, and it's like averaging like 52%. So, like you said, it's like you said, it's a 50-50 ball. That's why they call those balls 50-50 balls, especially with that. So, but digress from what we were talking about on there. I just want to get that little side note in there.
Right.
So, what do I think this free agency did? They might, like you said, if they stay at number 4, they're gonna take the best player available because I don't really see them really taking a quarterback. Like I said, we don't know. Or what my phrase go? We don't damn know. But what they did was they added so many veteran pieces on the defensive side of the ball and role guys that could fit into a certain spot. Like I said, they trying to set themselves up to take either a Kyle Pitts or like I said, take a chance with a Kyle Pitts. Or like you said, it might be possibly a quarterback, could be, might not be. We don't know. Or like you said, they could trade back, which I highly advise it. But Like I said, don't know. But it looks like I said, if the 49ers don't take a quarterback, if they take a quarterback, the Falcons are going to get Kyle Pitts.
Yeah. I can almost guarantee that the Falcons are going to get Kyle Pitts, to be honest. It just makes sense for what they are at the present moment. And we kind of alluded to this early. It's like, of course, Julio is Julio, but like you heard several journalists say that like there's no guarantee that they're going to commit to Calvin Ridley and Hayden Hurst, because they got to make a decision like this season, if they're going to commit to those guys, because they are going to go in. Both those guys are going into their fourth year, and in your fourth year, you got to make that decision whether or not you're going to give them that fifth year option. So there ain't no guarantee, man. Nobody's safe. And, the coaches and GM, they want their guys. And Calvin Ridley, as good as he is, his ass scary as shit. Every time he catches that span over damn middle, his ass go start running down backwards like he fucking Wile E. Coyote or something.
He on the turbo from breaking side of the game.
Oh, he sees somebody coming at him, he go the opposite way, fast as hell.
Yeah. But Chris Dunlap here said Trevor Lawrence is going to be a bust.
I don't know about that. That's for any quarterback, man. You got to put the right system and the players around. You got to put the right system around these quarterbacks, man. You can't just put him with a bullshit ass offensive line and then expect him to be great. I mean, that man, Andrew Luck, pretty much just like his whole career came to an end because his ass couldn't stay healthy. That man had a ruptured kidney and every damn thing, spleen, kidney, every damn thing. It's like, fuck this shit. I'm going home. I got my $100 million. I'm going home.
Oh man, but yeah, like I said, Jacksonville, I don't know how they gonna do that offense. Like I said, I think the only way they gonna have to help him, they gonna have to continue to run the ball. That running back they got, James Robinson. Like I said, he played pretty good this past season, but year 1, year 2 to year 3, like you said, that's the maturation process, man. You can't replicate that. Trevor Lawrence gonna be in trouble, especially if they ain't got no receivers down there.
They ain't got no receivers. They barely got an offensive line. That right there got Joe Burrow written all over it. Joe Burrow thought he was gonna come in and run and do all that shit like he did at LSU and the NFL. That's what we say, man. These dudes are a problem. You couldn't run away from them damn guys in the NFL like he did in college. Like he was making Georgia look like he made Georgia look like some damn fools out there. And then Georgia got all the damn best athletes on the defense side of the ball. And he was clowning them damn dudes. He made Georgia look absolutely sad. Like they was some, like they were playing. He was playing at a whole nother speed. So if he doing that to Georgia, thought you can do that in the NFL. Nah, bro. That's a whole nother beast in the NFL. Everybody fast in the NFL.
At least y'all got to see him once. We had to see him 3 years, 3 straight years. So I already know.
Hey, man.
Let's see. Devon Johnson came in here. I saw Asia Green in the building.
Asia.
Devin Johnson says Myers loves running the damn ball. They better run the damn ball. Shit, hey, I'm about to say, I wish I had the video clip. They were showing Derrick Henry working out. This motherfucker is doing push-ups on a resistance band with a chain around his neck hanging off a damn bench.
Yeah, that motherfucker is a real life pit bull. That's what the fuck he is.
Damn, I wish I had the video. That shit had me.
Who the fuck does that? Who the hell? Why the fuck I always damn paint around my damn thing?
James Harrison was the craziest of all of them.
Yeah, we know that motherfucker. No, he's lonely. You can look in his eyes and tell that motherfucker ain't got it all. He ain't got it all.
Let's see. What's up, King Quest 710? Ethan the L says, while he don't need defense round one, every team DPs has went defense improved like crazy, no matter the talent. This year's class is deep, but not too heavy. And he says next year's class is amazing. I gotta check out next year's class. I ain't went that far yet. I'm still focused on this.
I mean, y'all keep asking about these damn quarterbacks. We ain't got time to go look at the damn. What about what's his name? Mac Jones. Mac Jones, Fields. Like it's the same four quarterbacks over and over again.
Yeah, kind of like that.
I try to get Jamie Newsom some damn love, man. They look, man, ain't nobody want to hear about no damn Jamie Newsom.
Because
I said hello too.
Because whatchamacallit, the other quarterbacks they're not the money making names that they trying to push out.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. ATM, like I said, I heard about this one earlier. He was talking about Brandon Powell signed with the Bills.
I mean, he's a trick player, so that's what they do best up there. So that doesn't surprise me at all.
Don Levito said Matt Jones will go to the Falcons. He said Matt Jones will go to boy. They go boy. You thought the fan base gonna goddamn they go boo the hell out that pig if they get Matt Jones out of all the other quarterbacks.
If they take Mac Jones at 4, I'm booing the Falcons. All right, I promise you, I will.
But like you said, everybody. But you see the name. You see the name that's popping up in here now that everybody's talking about now. It's been popping up the last few days in this chat. Everybody likes Kellen Mond out of Texas A&M.
Yeah, I like him. I still think he need a little bit fine tuning with his decision making, but he can make the throws. But his decision making is his progression with his read is still not there. What a lot of people want it to be. His decision making is still questionable. So I don't think he. Yeah, I don't know if he'll go in the first round. Maybe the lower part of the first round, but I don't think he'll first round talent.
Kellen Mond probably be third round. At the earliest third round, on average, I say about fourth or fifth round.
Mm-hmm.
But like I said, he seems like he's becoming a popular pick amongst the people here in Atlanta. So, hey, I wouldn't be mad at that if they can get him at third or fourth round.
Look, man, as long as you black, that's who they're gonna go. They're gonna bring your name up if you're black. You know it's true. I don't know why you're laughing. You know it's true.
I know. That's why I'm saying. That's why I'm looking like this.
You know it's true. As long as you black, they gonna bring your name up. That's it.
Oh Lord. Let's see. Got some old folks popping up in here. Got Fort Bragg. Fort Bragg said, "Y'all dumb as fuck. Get a quarterback when the defense is 31st ranked. Fuck out of here, coach."
Yeah, get out of there with that bullshit. Motherfucker can't stop no damn body. They had 29 damn total sacks of the whole year. And half of them came because of the damn linebacker. But guess what? Justin Fields is gonna save us. I tell you.
But shit. So would you agree that they would trade down their pick because of these free agent signings? or you think they'll stay put?
They haven't restructured anyone's contract, so when you look at it, um, them not restructuring, they haven't restructured Grady, they haven't restructured Deion Jones, and they don't have a lot of money to begin with, and they pretty much spent the money that they did have from the first two restructures with Jake Matthews and Matt Ryan. So they ran out of that money. They done ran out of that money. How the hell you gonna How the hell you gonna take a quarterback and you already don't have money now? Like you don't have money now to sign anybody in free agency, but you got money to draft a quarterback at 4. Like how that work, bro? So for me, that just spills trade down. Just looking at the money, and like I said, you just look at the money in the salary cap. I don't think anybody in their right mind, right? If you follow the salary cap, you can say that this spills, they're going to stay at that spot.
Right. So Agent Green said that the 49ers just signed Muhammad Sanu today again. Didn't they sign him last year and cut him after they signed him?
That man look, that man missing Atlanta, bro. That man missing. That man trying to bring back everybody from that damn team.
What do you think Dan Quinn doing in damn Dallas? KZ and Neil in Dallas.
Y'all keep playing around. I told you, look, that man get Justin Fields. I'm telling y'all, that man gonna be out of the league in 2 years. Watch. That man gonna be right back as offensive coordinator. Kyle Shanahan. Watch what I tell you. I'll take Jimmy G over Justin Fields right now. He's a more consistent thrower than he is.
Yeah, like I said, that's the only thing that we're not taking is a lot of these coaches don't really have that opportunity to deal with bringing up a quarterback now because it's a win now league. As it's always been a win now league, but especially now with all this money getting invested and all these coaches, and you got these TV deals coming up, and like I said, money is talking.
Man, Arthur Blank ain't stupid, man. That man knows exactly what he's trying to get these TV deals. He ain't not worried about no damn starting over. You start over, you ain't gonna have opportunity to get Monday night, Monday night football, Thursday night, Sunday night. Like those are national TV, television opportunities, and that brings in the money when the whole world is gonna be watching. And your ass ain't nobody gonna be wanting to watch a damn 0-2, 0-4, 4-12 teams on national stage. Like that ain't happening. So Arthur Blank ain't done, man.
Okay, this is an interesting comment here for Ivan Wins. He said, I remember a time when the first round quarterback was much more rare than this year's projected 20% on a position most whiff on too. I kind of agree with him on that because especially now, like I said, I think even with the last 6 or 7 years, it's been about a total of about 40, between 35 to 40 quarterbacks drafted in the first round in the last 6, 7, well, 8 years. I'm gonna say 8 to 10 years. Yeah, because I remember when quarterbacks that you might have seen 1 or 2 get in the first round. Everybody else was just offensive linemen and skill and defensive linemen.
I think, honestly, I just think the quarterbacks are still rare, but I think he means that they're, the quarterbacks are far more likely to be taken in the first round than it used to be. I definitely agree with that. But as far as like the generational talent, like that's the problem. I think that's the biggest problem. Like teams are just so desperate to find a generational talent or somebody who they can market that they don't give a damn about is he actual or like a really good quarterback. They just want somebody that they can market and they can build around. Like Jared Goff know damn well he had no business being taken number 1 overall.
Oh boy, I saw him in college. I was like, ain't no way in hell this guy's supposed to be the first best quarterback in this draft.
First
Ain't
quarter.
no way in hell.
Pure desperation. Pure desperation. I don't think that.
Cartier Walker talking about Mel Kiper compared Matt Jones to Tom Brady.
He's not. He's Matt Ryan. He's a Matt Ryan clone. He's not super fast. He doesn't have a big time arm, but he's consistent with his throw. That's all I can say about him. He's Matt Ryan. That's exactly what he is. So if you want consistent throws and somebody don't really run particularly fast, then Mac Jones is your guy. I don't think he's a first round talent either. But being that everybody panicking over quarterbacks now, he might be going in the first round.
Oh, I'd say Cartier Walker too. I said, according to the Indianapolis coach GM that got on his ass years ago, apparently said that he has no history as far as football, either being a scout, player, GM, executive, or nothing. They say that motherfucker came out with a notebook on college players that he thinks should be drafted, and that's how he got his job.
Wow.
Hey man, people about sick and tired of hearing this guy. That's why I'm trying not to talk about him because I'm about to start getting mad here. Let's see what else. Let's see what else some other people are saying here. Steve Johnson, we got. Hold on. Chris Dunlap said top. He said top billing said that they compare Matt Jones to Tom Brady too. Oh Lord.
He said top billing said he's Tom Brady.
Wait, what?
Hold on. Say that again.
Chris Dunlap said top billing said that. I don't know if he's talking about the.
No, he's not. But I know Tom Brady is not. Tom Brady is a terrific quarterback. Mac Jones is not Tom Brady. Okay, I'm just like, well, for one thing, Mac Jones is actually consistent with his deep balls. Doesn't have the biggest arm, but he's consistent with his deep ball. Tom Brady has never been consistent with his deep ball. The only time he was consistent is when we had Randy Moss, and all he had to do was throw a damn lollipop in the air, and Randy Moss was going to leap 12 feet in the damn air and get it before anybody else did. So Tom Brady is not consistent with his throws. Tom Brady has never been a deep ball thrower.
I think Todd Billin said. I think he was talking about Todd Billin said about Mel Kiper Jr. Not. Hold up.
Oh, okay.
What you talking about? I guess talking about Mel Kiper Jr. Sorry ass. I think everybody about got a whole outtake on Mel Kiper Jr. right now. Let's see. We got basically Steve Johnson said Justin Fields can't handle being pressured. Sack him and he's done for the day.
Oh yeah. Look, man. I'm not here to tell a guy what he can and can't do. I'm just giving you what I've seen on the football field. And what I've seen from Justin Fields on the football field is he's very inconsistent. And like, we can sit up here and speculate whether or not he was held back at Georgia. I don't know. But what I do know is what happened after he left Georgia. When he left Georgia, he was inconsistent at Georgia. Okay, very inconsistent. I mean, he was very inconsistent in at Ohio State as well. He started out real hot and towards the playoff game. Like, he had a real hot game at he had a real hot game, and then the following game he played like crap. So like, he's always been inconsistent as a quarterback. Whether it's Georgia, Ohio State, he's very inconsistent as a thrower. Does he have talent? Absolutely, but he's very inconsistent.
Nate asked, "What am I drinking?" I'm drinking Sprite, so ain't no beer right now. I'm trying to keep it PG right now. I got Sprite. They gonna think I'm lying like hell too. I guarantee somebody gonna say something like that. But don't trust me. I got beers in here too. But like I said, right now I'm on the Sprite side of the game.
He's behaving today.
But I also want to kind of get off of the football topic right quick. We're gonna kind of hit on a basketball topic here. This is what we do different here. I know everybody done heard that the NBA trade deadline just passed. We've seen all the crazy ass moves that done happen. And this is one that's been floating around all the major networks saying it's a big win for the damn Clippers. But Lemon Pepper Lou is back. Sprinkle a little bit of lemon pepper sauce on that.
Sprinkle me. Hey man, look.
So how do you feel? Do you think the Hawks won that trade, or do you think?
Absolutely. The Hawks weren't getting. And the issue with the Hawks is that they didn't have anyone who could score once Trey went out. Like everything was just all on Trey, and Trey had limited times where he can just be the facilitator. And now that you have a guy like Lou Williams, he's instant offense. Like he's gonna get buckets. Like I don't think anybody in the league. Well, I know it's anybody. No one in the league who can keep him in check for the most part. Lou is gonna score. He's gonna get buckets. And like that's been the Achilles heel for the Hawks this entire season is that once Trey go out, who the hell is gonna score? Like Cam Reddish, he's been inconsistent at times. Hunter has been inconsistent. Even Kevin Huerter, like there's been inconsistencies with those three guys. Bogut, Bogdanovich, he's the one that was supposed to, but he went out for an injury and he's kind of getting himself back in the groove. So like he's getting there, but the Hawks needed somebody who, when they need buckets, when they need to rest Trey, and they ain't got to count on somebody for instant offense, Lou is that guy. The dude can get 30 points in a half by himself. He's that type of story. He's instant offense. He's Jamal Crawford. He's the new Jamal Crawford. That's what he is. So I think that was an amazing pickup, to be honest. I love Rondo as a floor general, but we didn't need a floor general. We need offense. The Hawks needed offense. So I think they won that trade, to be honest.
I think it was an equal split as far as that. Like you said, that you traded the leadership for the instant offensive spark, which works either way. A lot of people say, I know a lot of people definitely say the Hawks won because of they got the 2 second-round picks out of the deal. But let's be honest, in the NBA, your second-round picks don't mean jack shit.
Crap.
Especially if you're getting second-round picks from a team that's winning. You might well get you some undrafted free agents with that. I'm gonna miss Rondo. Like I said, I'm gonna miss Rondo's floor generalship too. Like you just said here. You could tell when he was on the floor, he was kind of he wasn't really more focused on scoring, but he was just trying to direct guys and get other guys open. But you need a more consistent threat off the bench, especially at that backup 2 guard. Like I said, Lou, and the story came out is he actually wanted to retire, but he felt like he had more in the tank. So that's why he kept it going. Humble Brando talking about the Magic City legend
and He wanted to come back home. Like that's the ultimate. Like he just wanted to come home, and maybe this is his final rendezvous, his final run in the NBA, and he came home to get it done. So I don't know how long he planning to play. Maybe he playing out of this contract, but hey, man, I think both teams got what they needed. The Clippers needed a field general, and they got that. They definitely got that in Rondo. So they got everything that they wanted.
All right. So I just wanted to get that little quick thing out of there. So now we're coming down to Q&A time. I see folks coming in with questions. I think they know what time it is, so we're coming with the Q&A part of the show. Let's see. We got Gareem 3M3.
I don't even know how to say
that. He said, "What do you think about the Falcons possibly getting a wide receiver in the first round?"
Only in the trade down. I wouldn't draft a quarter. Like I'm not drafting a receiver if it's not Kyle Pitts. Like I'm just not doing it. Kyle Pitts is just one of those freaking natures, and at 4, I'm not doing it. I'm not drafting a receiver at 4. Trade down, and then you can get a guy like Waddle, Chase. I don't know if Devontae Smith is still a high possibility with his size and whatnot. I just
That makes sense.
I'm trading down if I'm taking a receiver. I'm not taking a receiver at 4. I don't think there's a dominant receiver at.
Steve Johnson was right there with you. He said Falcons need to trade down. He said the new guys better show me something. No. I think we all at that aspect right now. We just gotta see how it goes down on the field.
Mm-hmm.
Dave said Schlank got out of the mistake with Rondo.
I mean, he got out of a mistake when he fired goddamn Lloyd Pierce. Sorry, that's what the hell he did. The hell with Rondo. Got rid of that damn him as a coach, and everything turned around.
Exactly. Oh man, so Wallace Smith here, he came with a question. He said, "What do y'all think about Jason Oweh from Penn State?"
Man, I don't want nobody from Penn State, man. Especially all the stuff I've been hearing. The hell with that. I don't want nothing from Penn State. I'm booty watch there, man. I don't want no problem. No, I'm good.
Shit, wait. You don't want that. So you don't want that reputation. You don't want the possibility of that reputation here.
No. We already got enough issues about Atlanta being such and such and such and such. Y'all know what I'm talking about. We don't need them problems up here.
I didn't hear about this. He was talking about Marshawn Lattimore and got arrested.
Yeah, that's damn.
I didn't hear about that. Yeah, I think he said it earlier in the chat. It said over some guns he didn't own or something.
That damn fool.
Hold on.
You can take them out of the hood, but you can't take the nick that N word. Oh my God!
Wait. So you telling me you couldn't buy a gun with the money you made?
Man, you can get
which is probably about 6, which is like maybe like 2% of what you're making. Okay, yeah.
That made sense, right? That made a lot of sense. Like I said, you can take the man out of the hood, but you can't take the hood out of the man. And that dude is absolutely an absolute dumb ass. Wow. Like, what are you doing? What are you doing? make all this money, got all these connections, especially in New Orleans. Like, I don't know where he was, but like, look, that's what we doing. Like, I give up. I just give up.
It says he got charged yesterday. It said he got charged. God.
Yeah, he started snitching on everybody. They started snitching on everybody, telling every damn thing.
Yeah, which is crazy as hell because they was about to trade his ass too.
Mm-hmm.
It's about to be one of their trade. So he got arrested in Cleveland, so he went back home.
Wow, really? Why are you gonna go home and get in trouble? Yeah, like, look, bro, I'll tell you the truth. Like, I just don't get it.
Oh man,
Nothing. You go back home. When nothing good happens when you try to go back home. Stay away from home.
yeah. Joseph Thornton, what's going on, homie? Appreciate you joining us on the impromptu event, as we call it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we getting a lot more prospect questions here. Said Ronnie Perkins from Oklahoma. I have to look at that. I have to look at him.
Yeah, I haven't seen much of him.
Obviously, yeah. Oklahoma's defense is really terrible, so I don't know. I gotta look at him.
Yeah, Oklahoma ain't really popular for defense.
Not in the last 6
No.
years, but it could change. Like I said, we'll take a look at that. Derek Britt said Falcons need to draft defense. Oh, they're gonna draft mostly defense.
Mm-hmm.
Probably draft mostly defense, but it has to be the right players. It can't be guys that we taking a chance on and flipping them to other positions. That regime is over, so we got some guys that understand that. Mr. Lee said the quarterback from Texas was that Sam Edler. I don't know how to say that.
Yeah, whatever.
We're just gonna call him Texas Sam. This is all Texas Sam.
I like him for a possible third or undrafted round, undrafted player. You want to bring him in? I wouldn't Edinger, something like that. But I actually like him. He's a project player, but I think you bring him in and some different packages and whatnot. I think he'd actually be pretty good. More like a Taysom Hill type of quarterback, where you bring him in with a couple of packages and do a couple of things. I think he'd be a pretty good. I think he'd be pretty good.
Okay, cool. All right, so we're gonna kind of wind it down here tonight. Like I said, we just made this little quick one right here. Mike, is there anything you want to go ahead and plug in?
Just go to Mad Mike Network, man. The Mad Mike Network, where I just update and just give you videos on things that not necessarily Atlanta Falcons. Hey, man, just tell me exactly what you guys want me to cover on that channel as far as just whether it's college, Georgia Bulldogs, even Georgia Tech. That's something that Kstylz do. You can go to his channel too when college football started to come around. Braves baseball, Hawks, just NFL updates. I do NFL updates there. So y'all just kind of tell me exactly what you want on that channel, and we'll definitely give you exactly what you want. So the Mad Mike Network, check that out.
Okay. And like I said, just continue hitting up your boy on the Just Kstylz channel. At 776 from 1,000, one day at a time. But we appreciate everybody tuning in with us on here.
Absolutely.
And also make sure y'all follow Atlanta Falcons Nation. We still on the road. We almost there. Almost there.
Mm-hmm.
So out of the 52 people that's still hanging on with us here, from what we see, if you ain't followed Atlanta Falcon Nation yet, y'all need to go ahead and hit that up.
Absolutely.
But let me say, Mike,
you ain't got to go home,
but you got to get the hell up out of here. Peace.